I can't remember.
I'm trying to do that thing where I don't jump in, but
Yeah.
I probably will jump in. So shout out to Evelyn from the internet. So I had watched,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd watched her YouTube conversation and, with her brother. Like it was like a series, so they would just talk about random stuff, and I was just like, this is so cool and organic. I was like, oh, I could do this with Gabriel because, and we'll explain a little bit about that. We're kind of similar in terms of quite a few things. I won't give it all away, but we'll talk about it. I don't know why you did that.
Like,
So if this happens to go live, can we just praise God? Cue claps and all of that. That we actually have recorded this. Paulina's managed to edit her first video.
In the beginning.
We probably should introduce ourselves. So Gabriel, do you want to go first?
Yo. I'm joking. My name is Gabriel. People have been calling me Gabe recently.
I saw that. I was just like, who's Gabe?
Hey, it's my alter ego. I'm joking. Yeah, I am Gabriel. Gabriel, coffee, whatever you would call me. I am 23 years old. I am 21 years old. I reside in Brighton. I'm a junior designer. When I say what company, I don't know, but I love the company and you guys are amazing. Reside in Brighton, born and raised in East London. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a model, I'm a poet. I like to run, I'm sort of an athlete. I like to play basketball, I like to cycle. I do a lot of stuff.
Living my best life.
Yeah, living my best life, you know. So yeah, but yeah, that is me. Is there more to me? There's a lot to me, but if you guys probably see,
You'll find out, yeah.
you find out. If you guys seeing this on my platform or Paulina's platform, welcome. I want to change it up a bit. I know you've seen a bit spoken well and stuff. I want to get to know me, get me. So yeah.
That was really good. That was really good. So my name is Paulina. Since Gabriel was given the different versions of his name, some people know me as P, some people know me as that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it is well. Yeah, so I am 29. I'm gonna be 30 this year, which is crazy. Well, Gabriel, you're gonna be 22 this year.
No, 25.
There is God.
22.
22. Yeah, I'm gonna be 30 this year, which is crazy. So I don't know. You guys can do the maths. There is probably a 5 or 6, 7 year gap between us.
9.
Math.
No, 8.
8-year gap.
8.
I'm the second oldest. I'm the second born. Gabriel was the last born. And
I'm not the shortest though. So yeah.
Okay.
So I am a HR professional. Now going into L&D and careers coaching. Also an artist. I'd say artist because I used to paint, and I did my first exhibition, and that was my first and last. And then moved into digital archive curator, and my own digital museum, which is also a physical museum. One day, by God's grace, and Gabe was part of that team. I am currently temporarily in Bedford, but will be relocating to the motherland soon. Yeah, I'm grateful to God that we're still growing in Him, still in the faith, because the journey's not easy. So these are the names that we came up with, and then the last name I'll mention is probably the name that, as Gabriel said, we should use it. So the first one was Everybody Needs Somebody. But
that kind of that's like I don't usually do that. We should use that. That's what I'm gonna say. But so our mother Yata, Queen the Great, is also Mother's Day today. So like shout out to the Queens.
As of this recording.
And so a mantra that she always had is everybody needs somebody. In terms of like if you're going through life, like you needed someone. Like she's always been a very like selfless and fearless woman. Like she's always been there in hard times, been strong. We've seen many things, but she's been there constant. And it's all due to God's grace and God working in her. But yeah, it's simple. Everybody needs somebody, you know. Um, even though she says you shouldn't have too much friends, but it's
Such a contradiction.
paradox.
So,
Yeah.
like, our mum will be like, everybody needs somebody. That's literally even more probably more in her, own beautiful tonation that God has given her. But she'll be like, everybody needs somebody. And I used to struggle with when she said that because it was a bit contradicting because she would say, everybody needs somebody, i.e., like, is your family alone, but you don't need no friends. And it's just weird
Don't
because
go out. Don't go there.
don't go there, don't do this. But also like families are not perfect. And I don't know about Gabriel, but I've had to learn, especially from a biblical point of view, that families can, disappoint you. We can hurt each other, we can do things that are painful. So when you grow up, growing up with everybody needs someone, there's a pressure to be like, okay, am I supposed, like, I can't look outside, but when you're reading Proverbs, it talks about how there's a brother that is
Um,
thingy than a
there's
friend,
like a friend that sticks closest like a brother.
than a brother. So even
Genesis says,
go on.
you're meant to be your brother's keeper. Cain failed Abel when he said, "Oh, am I your brother's keeper?" You're meant to be his keeper. So
Preaching the word, and so it's like yeah, God has been kind to show me that although yes, I my mom's the meaning behind what she's saying is God's original design and purpose for family, but sometimes because we live in a fallen, broken world, that can be misconstrued. So it's so encouraging when you see scriptures that say, do you know what, yeah, you will have friends who will even be more than family to you, and can give or share behaviors that are encouraging that you may not receive from your own blood family. So the names. Another one was Gabriel. I don't know if you get the context. I'll throw this one at you. Who's at home?
oh, I get it.
You want to share that one?
I get it.
Do you want to share why we?
Yeah, let me know. So basically, there's this trend on TikTok where what happens is that someone says, "Oh, they're chilling," and then when their dad gets home, they're rushing up to their room or like they're rushing up to do something else. And I feel like this is probably experience for all of our siblings that we'll be at home chilling and watching something, watching something wild, and then we hear the car coming and we rush to go to our room. Or sometimes, if I'm going back home to like London, or if like my cousin Nana or and my brother Andrew may ask, or Paulina may ask, oh, who's at home, just to so we can prepare ourselves when we get home, just in case the vibe's not there.
It's
For
not
example,
even family, certainly. It's not even family. It's
yeah,
actually aunties and uncles. Because
yeah,
if you know my parents, you just know that household is like there were more people who knew our own household than we even knew our household.
yeah.
Let me say that. There are people who have seen in more of the inside of my living room than I have. So, yeah, so
Just open house. Like there was one time I came in, there was like a photo shoot. I was like, okay, I don't for this.
no photo shoot.
Like
Yeah, it's just, but yeah,
yeah.
go on, sorry.
But like it's also like a testament of like how welcoming our family is and how we've always like, despite things been changing here and there, we've always been very open and welcoming housing. We're like host parties, African parties, and that, or just like it'll be like aunties and uncles coming down for like times of funerals or times of celebration. Um, oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I really forgot. But yeah, you summed it up. Yeah,
It's cool. Sometimes it's good to have a pregnant pause.
yeah.
Yeah, do you know, I learned that term from work recently from my manager, Joseph. Shout out, one of the many, well, few best managers I've had in my career. So shout out
Well,
to
shout out our managers. Yeesh. Shout out Georgia. Okay.
right. What's this
Shout out Georgia.
Gen Z do?
Yeah.
I can't.
Watching. You're the best. Thank you.
And then finally, y'all related, and we have a really good photo that will probably pop up somewhere in the screen, or the cover photo of this. I don't know how I'm going to edit this, but yeah, you are related. And when you see the photo, please don't get it twisted. Like, me and Gabriel do love each other. I actually do love Gabriel, and apparently Gabriel's my favorite sibling, but it's okay. It's neither here or there. And we have a photo where I'm looking at him with like Love and Eyes, and he's like, "Who is this?"
Try
So,
recreating now. Is like,
like, so wait, I'm like this. Give us a.
maybe try to find it.
See if you can find it. If you can find it quickly, I don't know. We've got a few minutes before we get into like the main.
Yeah, I've got bare photos.
I should have probably done a timer because I don't know how long
Nah, as well.
going in for, but yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Do you know what's so bad? I think I removed it from Canva
Oh no,
because I was trying to clear because Canva is getting expensive, man. And now if you want to do like premium,
I found it.
you find it okay.
Here's the picture. If you, as you can see,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's our brother Andrew.
yeah,
You can
so,
look. I just clocked like he has a blue bear and he has a blue shirt.
yeah.
No. But yeah, anyway,
Swaggy from there.
go on.
Swaggy from there.
Swaggy from there. He's always been swaggalicious. Still is.
Yeah.
Really. He's what's called it? Eclectic taste. Eclectic taste. How's your week been?
Well, that's my week. It's been a good week. It's gone by quick. Today is Sunday as we recorded it.
Did you
so
find
big
yesterday
content.
was really quiet? Sorry, did you find yesterday went really fast?
Yeah, but I didn't do anything. I just stayed at home and rested. I didn't go anywhere.
Okay.
I only went to the shop and I made dinner with friends and I stayed at home.
Mm.
So it was kind of slow. I think like I needed that weekend because I'm realizing there's so much power in rest and just doing nothing. And like, you get so much rejuvenated because the grind, it gonna get you. It gonna get you. Like I work 9 to 5 job and it's like I've grinded so much to get to Brighton and like it's a constant grind, but I'm learning to find rest in between, to find stillness. Like so this week I've been practicing when I get home from work, just sit there for 20 minutes, just sit there, just chill. And then go cook and go do what I'm doing. Out of 10, my week has been a 7. Lower end, middle 7, but it's been good. But there's been ups and downs. But I've just been learning, resting, and particularly for me as a Christian, really learning to be a son than a servant has helped me remind myself that because I feel like on a day to day, I'm a servant. I'm serving in my workplace. I'm serving my friends. I'm serving my colleagues. I'm trying my best, but remind myself to be a son on the weekends or my free time helps me because when you're working so much and you're like doing all this, you forget that you don't work to get anyone's approval. Or like even if you're trying to strive to get approval, gain something, you don't need for God's approval. You don't need to work and strive. He already loves you. He first loved you, and that should complete you. Hey, not a little 2-minute sermon. So yeah. Can I get a band up, please?
Gosh, yes, sorry, carry on.
No, that's it really. Highlight my week. Yesterday I had some time with friends to pray and pray for one another, have dinner and have like deep conversation and talk about stuff I was kind of struggling with mentally. And that was very helpful. Something I learned this week is I've been taking off my crown. Put your crown back on. So yeah, that can mean a lot of stuff, but keep wearing your crown. Keep wearing your crown, Kane. Sorry.
You should explain that. Like, why have you been taking? Like, what's caused you to take off your crown and why? Yeah, and put it back on.
My crown represents me, my like the idea of being a son. Like when you are here to the throne, like when you're a son of God, when like we've been adopted as a son and like you're loved by God as a son, you're like a prince and heir to the throne, and like, there's so much like peace and like identity, and it's like bonus and just it's really hard to describe. But it's like if I'm a prince of a king and I wear the crown, it shows that I belong to him, and like when I wear that, it helps me walk in boldness and face the challenges of the week. Yeah. But like when the challenges come, it can make the crown wobble. But because the things because like the lies of myself, the lies from like within me, my mind, the lies from that we believe that the devil, that the enemy can make me take off that crown, because I'm just confused, like my mind is racing with like the daily stuff. But it's like when I put on that crown and like use the sword of the spirit of the Bible to fight against him and to encourage myself, um, it helps me keep going. But it's
Mm,
not like he took the crown off me. He has no power to take the crown off me.
yeah.
The forces won't, but it's like me taking it off because I'm like losing sight of the vision, because it stems from me comparing myself to others,
Mm,
looking at others, what they have, looking how big their crown is, look how big how their kingdom is. But I'm forgetting that we're all in the same kingdom anyways.
mm.
I'm
Yeah.
comparing myself to another prince, but then I'm looking at my own, like how much I have, and
Yeah.
being content with it.
Yeah.
Um, Something I'm challenged by is to keep my life free from the love of money and
Mm,
be content with what I have. For He
mm,
has promised He'll never leave you or forsake you. And
mm.
it's like it's been interesting because it's like I work a full-time job, but I don't know how. But it keeps coming to the end of the month, and I have like £8. I'm like, what the heck? Even this is if I'm calling Paulina. I need to ask you something. Yeah, let's not get to that. Yeah, we gotta be real. We gotta be real here. We gotta be real. And it's like it's not even like I don't manage my money well, but it's like some days will just catch me lacking. But like I'm learning that it's not gonna steal my joy just because like I might be doing 1 week, or like it shouldn't ultimately define me. Um, and there's grace, but
Mm.
there's obviously like you need to like you reap what you sow. If you need to learn how to do something properly, then there has to be measures in place for you to learn and make better decision. Um, but all in all, summary, it's like it's lies like that, like oh, okay, well, you're not learning to manage your money well, or look at you, or you said you want to plan this, plan that, but you haven't done that. Or like, oh, look, everyone has all this free time around you, but you're out here working, but you can't do this, you can't hang there, this and
Not
that.
the lies.
It's just the
The
lies.
lies.
Lies are
Will
deception.
you
Deception.
keep
Keep quiet. Criminal offensive side eye. Come on.
quiet?
Yeah, I mean, I spoke a lot, so what I just said, but that's just been what's circling through the week. But I am well today. I'm here by His grace.
Mm.
But yeah, I spoke a lot. I'll leave it to you.
No, that's really good. I'm conscious we want to make this like a 30-minute,
Yeah,
30, and we should have probably done a timer because I don't know when we
yeah,
start this, but next time we'll time ourselves. I'll try not to speak too much, and I can talk more next week. It'll be more balanced. But you made some really good points about our crown, like our crown, and when you were talking about the crown, it reminded me of the parable of the son that said, "I want my inheritance now."
yeah.
You know,
Prodigal son?
prodigal son. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say parable son, but I'm glad you said that.
yeah. Hey, prodigal son.
Prodigal son, and there's so many great lessons in that, but like, really encouraging um, what you said, um, and just a reminder that yeah, in everything, like God, because He first loved us, we don't need to strive. He puts His crown on us. He's put righteousness on us. He bought us with a price. He loved us first, so nothing we can do can separate us from His love. So when we fall down, we can still get up and move forward because it started from Him. Like He's the plug, if that makes sense. He's the source. We just need to go back and connect ourselves and keep growing. And there is grace and there is mercy to continue to grow in Him and to mature in Him. All part of that beautiful sanctification process as well. Um, so, because of time, we're going to try and wrap it up because we don't have a lot of time and I want to make sure we do a proper ending and sign out. But yeah, I mean, and we would normally do key takeaways, but my takeaway from you, I know you mentioned a takeaway, but my takeaway from you is just definitely like, yeah, God loved us first, and He's merciful and He's gracious. And so, yeah, we hope that before I pass it to Gabe to say a few words, we hope that you guys enjoyed our first conversation. That's what I'm going to call it, not a podcast, our first conversation. And so, yeah, just thank you guys for joining and listening in and making it to this end of our first conversation. I'm Paulina, and Gabriel, do you want to end off, sign off, and obviously share your handles, and we'll obviously put it in the description of both of our platforms. I don't know where this is going to be on my platform, but it might just be on Gabriel's platform. But yeah, Gabriel, do you want to share? Yeah. Do you want to sign off? What do you want to
Yeah,
say?
so yeah, we have 7 minutes left. So yes, it's been a great one. I've been Gabriel. My takeaway is to keep wearing your crown. Don't drop your crown. Your crown. Clearly, trying to make a black reference. No, it's not blind. Yeah, keep wearing your crown. Keep going, soldier. And my social media handles are GB27 for my main page. YouTube Made to Glorify, where this will probably go. What else? GB Creates for my design page.
Put it all in the description.
Yeah, put it in the description. Yeah.
It's so funny when you said soldier. All I heard was Buffalo Soldier.
I think I know.
You
Yeah.
know the rest of the song, different generation. You need to listen to some Bob Marley, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Reggae. We were talking about this. Okay, we're gonna sign it in a bit, but we're just talking about how like reggae is actually getting lost. And shout out to Rupert and his wife Vicky. We're just talking about how like reggae is getting lost, and we're listening to some reggae music by Chronics, and it's just so beautiful. Oh, but yeah, please, guys, take some time to listen to some reggae, some Chronics, and please continue to be. You know, if you don't know Jesus Christ, go learn about Jesus. Right. Go learn about him, and if you do know Jesus Christ, please continue to be faithful in your walk. I know that he loves you. And yeah, signing out, you guys.